See, now click this. Click this right here. My friend just died.
Guys, my friend just died.
Peter realizes he needs to wrap this up quickly because MJ's about to fall through the collapsing balcony floor. Yeah, man, hurry up.
Okay.
Even Harry's unable to reach MJ at this point, so Spider-Man sabotages Green Goblin's
What is this?
At that very moment, MJ falls off the balcony, but Spider-Man saves her from being a red-headed stain on the street. Then Peter swings MJ to safety, but of course he changes his voice slightly, so MJ doesn't know his identity. Later that night, Harry talks to Peter about MJ and apologizes for dating her behind his back, but Peter knows that he never made a move on MJ, so he shouldn't be pissed at him. Elsewhere, Norman starts seeing his alter ego in the mirror reflection and hearing his voice. So yeah, Norman...
Okay, guys, so I'm sorry for not talking. I'm just placing those down now. What are these gonna do? Things are hurt.
Oh no, that's not good. Moving on, the Green Goblin attacks J. Jonah at the Daily Bugle office. The Goblin wants to know the name of the boy who clicks Spider-Man's pictures. Guess what? Jonah doesn't reveal Peter's name to the Goblin. So yeah, inside, Jonah is a good
Look,
guy.
but you have a lot more to go.
Unfortunately for Spider-Man, though, idiot Jonah thinks that
Oh wait, this is how bad the spring locks are. Wait, is this how bad the spring locks are? Is that how bad the spring?
Let me show you.
Goblin asks the superhero to join him. Goblin goes on with his rule the world together crap and asks Spider-Man to think about it before flying off. By now, the Daily Bugle has printed the news that Spider-Man has attacked Jonah in their offices. So yeah, things aren't going great for Peter. Later, Peter runs into MJ, who just came out after getting a Broadway audition. MJ asks Peter to join her and Harry for dinner. Peter says he ain't interested. Now, as MJ walks away, Peter knows that as expected, both friends attack MJ in the alley, but her lover boy beats the crap out of them in a Spider-Man suit. To thank Spider-Man, MJ kisses him by pulling his mask up partially while he's hanging upside down. What an iconic scene. The next day, Spider-Man saves a baby from a burning building, but as soon as he gets out, he hears the scream of a woman still stuck inside the building. Naturally, Spider-Man heads back inside, but it turns out that it was the Green Goblin faking the woman's scream to lure Spider-Man back in. Green Goblin asks Spider-Man if he says yay or nay on joining him, and of course, Spider-Man tells the Goblin to buzz off. You really called the Green Goblin Gobby? Alright, I'm gonna use that nickname for the rest of the video. Are you in, or are you out? It's you who's out, Gobby. Gobby now attacks Spider-Man with his razor bats, sharp bat-shaped projectiles. Spider-Man dodges all of them, but one of those flying blades eventually leaves a cut on Peter's arm. After that, Spider-Man kicks Gobby away and gets the hell out of there. On the same day, Norman has to meet Harry.
I kept seeing these insane action figure fights on my feed.
Around the same time, Peter also arrives for the dinner and meets up with everyone. However, as soon as Peter sits at the dining table,
Okay, guys. So they're gonna be fighting.
As it's the same cut Spider-Man got from one of his blades.
Oops, I think I just stabbed
Norman leaves the dinner midway, and before heading out, he calls MJ a
God, you're dead.
MJ gets
Oh, he's gonna be dead in one hit. Look, dead.
Isn't it supposed to like break your bones and stuff, like just disintegrate this? Disintegrate? Look, it's supposed to disintegrate your bones, your skin.
No, not every day. Of course, Norman doesn't want to because, it's May. But his alter ego has completely taken over his mind. Later that night, Gobby actually attacks May in her home, but he doesn't kill her for some reason. I guess he wants to toy with Peter's feelings. Aunt May survives, but she's in the hospital, where Peter visits her. After learning that it was Gobby who attacked May, Peter realizes that the Green Goblin knows he's Spider-Man. You know that he does. Later, MJ visits May in the hospital, where she also meets Peter. There, MJ tells Peter that she's broken up with Harry, and in fact, she has a crush on Spider-Man. During their conversation, MJ gets so emotional that she briefly holds Peter's hand. Right then, Harry also arrives and gets jealous seeing Peter and MJ getting close with each other. Harry doesn't say anything. He simply gets back home and speaks to his father. During their conversation,
But look how
Peter reveals
zoomed in you can get.
Peter has been in love with MJ since childhood, and there's a chance that she loves Peter.
What the frick? What is that?
Oh no!
It's how zoomed in you can
Go
get.
after MJ. After listening to everything, Norman tells Harry
It's
not
the
to worry about
sword.
anything, and that he's
Make a
proud of him.
long sword.
Meanwhile, Peter is with Aunt May at the hospital where he realizes that if Gabi knows his identity, he can also target MJ. Well, he ain't wrong because by now, Gabi has already kidnapped MJ and taken her to the top of the bridge. When Spider-Man arrives, Gabi destroys the line on a cable car full of children. Now Gabi drops both MJ and the cable car off the bridge at the same time, forcing
I
Peter to
bet
choose
you
a side.
can hold that.
However, Peter
And I know who can hold that, JJ.
and MJ by holding them together. The civilians on the bridge see everything and start to throw stuff at Gabi, saving Peter enough time to get MJ and the children to safety. But as soon as Peter saves
That
them,
is not a
Gabi carries
person,
the little
bro.
guy to an isolated building using his glider. There, Gabi beats the hell out of Peter and destroys half of his map. Once Gabi says
No.
that to go after MJ,
No, not this again. Oh God.
eventually, Peter manages to overpower Gabi and pull him to the ground. Right then, Norman takes off his mask and Peter is obviously shocked to see Harry's father is actually the Green Goblin. We don't know if it's really Norman or Gabi talking to Peter at this point, but it surely sounds like Norman. Norman tells Peter that Gabi took over his mind. However, all this talk is just...
Or should I make a
Gabi
long
uses his
knife?
glider to stab Peter from behind.
Nike.
At the last minute, though, Peter senses the glider and dodges it by doing a badass flip. However, the glider does go straight towards Norman and stabs him in the chest, killing him on the spot. Maybe don't underestimate Spider-Man's reflexes next time. Before dying, though, Norman actually takes control of his mind and asks Peter to not tell Harry about this. After all of this, Peter leaves Norman's body in his home, where Harry spots him. Fortunately, Harry couldn't see Peter's face, but he believes that it was Spider-Man who killed his father. Now that's just great. At Norman's funeral, Harry says to Peter that he hates Spider-Man for killing his dad, and Peter is his only family left. Once Harry leaves, MJ speaks to Peter and reveals that after getting kidnapped by Gabi, she could only think of Peter. MJ finally realizes that Peter has always been there for her, and she actually loves him. Say you love her back, Peter. Say it! Say it! However, Peter rejects MJ's offer and says he'll always be with her as a friend. Ah, damn it. I mean, sure, Peter loves MJ with all his heart, but he knows that being Spider-Man means putting MJ at risk. So Peter thinks it's best to stay away from MJ to keep her safe. Great power.
Reader, how can bro hold this?
We get it, Peter. We get it. Finally, Peter continues to be
Boing.
Spider-Man and keeps on fighting crime in New York City. Spider-Man 2 kicks off 2 years after the first movie, so
I can
it's been a
get
while
you.
since Peter first put on the Spider-Man suit. By this time, MJ's become famous for her plays, and her face is literally on massive ad banners across the city. Peter, on the other hand, is having a rather difficult time managing his professional and personal life because of his Spider-Man duties. I mean, this dude's working as a pizza
Huh?
guy and loses his job
Huh?
and delivers the order late by
Where'd my knife go?
In Peter's defense, he spent those couple of minutes saving 2 kids from a speeding truck, but sadly, the pizza shop owner doesn't know that.
Here's
To
my
make things
knife.
worse, Peter isn't having such a great time at the Daily Bugle either. J. Jonah's secretary
But I know who can hold this.
cashed Peter's latest check because the guy had already taken enough in advance. After taking all
Spring Trap
Peter
King.
goes to his college class. There we meet Dr. Connors, who was born without an arm, but Connors'
Slide?
story is for another day. Like everyone else, Connors
Slide? You said if you can go on the slide? Phone? No.
Where he meets MJ and Harry. They're here to celebrate Peter's birthday, which he completely forgot about. MJ's reunited with Peter after a while.
Okay, you
but
can hold.
she still has feelings for him. Harry's also close to Peter, but he still hates Spider-Man. Harry also thinks Peter is friends with Spider-Man because he's always taking his pictures. So Harry's also kind of pissed at Peter for being close to the guy who supposedly killed his dad. Moving on, Harry tells Peter that his company is funding Dr. Otto Octavius, or Doc Ock's, research for the fusion reactor. Basically, Doc Ock is using a device to create a fusion reaction. In simpler terms, a mini-sun, which will act as a renewable source of energy. Oh gosh, that sounds risky. And since Doc Ock is Peter's idol, Harry promises to arrange a meeting between the two.
You're my
During
idol,
the birthday
son.
party, Peter sees a notice that says May is about to lose her house. She has apparently been missing her mortgage payment. Ah, good. After Harry leaves, Peter speaks with MJ, seeing someone else. However, she makes it quite clear that she's still waiting for Peter. Of course, Peter
What
doesn't
is
confess his
this?
feelings, but he promises to see
Off
MJ
the
play
grid.
all night. Now Peter goes back to his new apartment.
Can you open
Yeah,
that
he
folder?
and Harry aren't roommates now. They're waiting for Peter's landlord, Dikovic. Well, we also meet Dikovich's daughter, Ursula, who clearly has a crush on Peter. The next day, Peter, along with Harry, meets Octavius. Octavius explains to Peter how his fusion reactor will work. Peter isn't so sure that anyone can control the mini sun, but Doc Ock is hell-bent on making this work.
I'm sure you can stabilize the fusion reaction. Peter, what have we been talking about for the last hour and a half?
Yeah, nobody ever listens to the college students. Later that day, Peter gets all set to see MJ's play, and he's for sure excited. But as he's on the way, the poor guy stumbles upon two thugs driving away from the police. Darn it. Obviously, Peter puts on his Spidey suit to catch the bad guys, and because of that, he misses the play. Now Peter goes back to being Spider-Man, but something really weird happens. While Spidey is web-slinging like a badass, he suddenly runs out of web. Ouch, that must have hurt really bad. Well, that's what you call a web block, and it's happening to Peter because deep inside he wants to give up being Spidey and live a normal life with MJ. Basically, Peter is sort of losing faith in Spider-Man. Yeah, that's not good for New York. The next day, Peter, Harry, and a heck of a lot of scientists arrive at Octavius' place to see the fusion reactor in action. During the demonstration, Octavius reveals their mechanically engineered smart hands, or tentacles. Apparently, Octavius will attach these hands to his body so that he can interact with the mini-sun, or fusion reaction. He can't really touch the fusion reaction with his normal human hands, so these smart hands are equipped with advanced AI. So Octavius has created a chip that will prevent the AI from taking control and messing with Octavius' brain. Also, if the light on the smart arms is white, it means Octavius is under control, but if it's red, it's AI, and it's taken over. Is that even a possibility? For now, though, the light is white, so it's all peachy. Octavius now gets to the real show, and activates the device to create a fusion reaction. For that, Octavius uses a rare metal called tritium as the fuel, which was provided to Octavius by Harry. Well, the experiment actually works and creates a mini-sun for a bit. If I see this in real life, I'm moving to a different city, or country even. Just when Octavius thinks everything's under control, the mini-sun starts to pull every darn thing towards it. Basically, the mini-sun is spiking in size and pulling everything in with its gravity. During the chaos, though, Peter slips away from the scene while Harry asks Octavius to shut down the device. However, Octavius thinks he can still control the fusion reaction. Oh my goodness, shut it down! Right about now, Peter returns as Spider-Man and saves Harry from getting hit by some flying equipment. Spidey basically saves Harry's life, but this dude still hates him. Now Spidey decides to shut down the device, but Octavius uses his smart arm to attack him. And then, right in front of Octavius, his wife Rosie gets hit by flying shards of glass, which kills the poor woman right then and there. Man, you really should have shut that down, man! And as soon as Octavius realizes that his wife is really dead, the heat from the mini-sun destroys the chip that was keeping the smart arms AI under control. The shock from the chip makes Octavius go unconscious, and at that exact moment, Spidey shuts down the device. Dude, this experiment was a total wreck. Next, we see some doctors trying to cut away Octavius' tentacles while the guy is passed out. But before the doctors can cut anything, the arms take control and kill almost everyone in the room. Yeah, the light on the arms is red. So it's the frickin' AI that's doing all of this. Once everyone's dead, Octavius wakes up and the dude is shaken after realizing what's happened. There's still time to get rid of those hellish arms.
Now he has a hideous voice.
Time to prank like
Jump scares down. Night one, bro. Night one is always Chica. What the hell did I do wrong, though?
Would you turn off the video to make it? How do you make the video? How do you make it?
Do you want to stop recording or not?
Jonah Jameson, Names on
I wanna
tables,
make the
Dr.
video.
Octopus.